More than 2,000 years ago, a merchant ship was sailing through the Aegean Sea near the Greek island of Crete. The year was approximately 140 BC. The vessel was brimming with treasures, gold, silver, and bronze, along with precious artifacts and goods that hinted at a civilization far more advanced than any other contemporary culture. But the voyage took a turn for the worse. A violent storm erupted. Crashing waves tossed the ship around like a toy, and fierce winds threatened to rip the sails from their moors. The ship fought against the wrath of the elements, but it was no match for the tempest. Finally, the inevitable happened. The vessel cracked, it tilted, and slowly descended into the dark abyss below. Its cargo of wonders sank into the murky depths, disappearing into a watery grave. And so the ship became another secret of the sea. It was not until decades later that a sponge diver from the nearby island of Simi stumbled upon a clue to the shipwreck's location. As he combed the seabed for sponges, his gaze fell upon a peculiar bronze hand, its delicate craftsmanship hinting at a past far removed from the mundane world of fishing. Intrigued, he brought the find to the surface, unknowingly holding the key to one of history's greatest mysteries. The discovery set off a chain reaction that led to the mobilization of forces. Greek authorities, realizing the potential significance of the find, quickly assembled teams of archaeologists and divers. These intrepid explorers braved the treacherous waters around Simi, determined to uncover the truth hidden beneath the waves. What they found was nothing short of spectacular. Bronze and marble statues, some depicting mythological figures frozen in mid-action, others showcasing the exquisite detail that only master craftsmen could achieve. Fragments of ornate pots lay scattered on the seabed, whispering tales of forgotten rituals, or perhaps everyday life aboard the ship. Intricately carved bases hinted at the grandeur of structures now reduced to rubble and lost to the sands of time. And amidst these treasures, something truly enigmatic caught their attention. Pieces of a complex mechanism, jumbled and broken, yet undeniably ingenious. For decades, these finds were celebrated as the treasures of Ptolemy, named after the Greek sponge fishermen who inadvertently kicked off the series of events that led to their discovery. However, there was a twist in the tale. Despite the grandeur of the haul, the true nature and purpose of the strange device remained elusive. Like a cryptic message from a forgotten age, it seemed to mock researchers with its complexity. As the years turned into decades, the artifacts collected from the shipwreck found new homes in museums and research institutions around the world. The treasures of Ptolemy became silent witnesses to a forgotten past, their voices waiting for the right ears to hear their stories. Then, in 1953, a pivotal moment in the world of underwater exploration occurred. Diving pioneers like the legendary Jacques Cousteau were transforming our relationship with the oceans. Cousteau, with his innovations in diving gear, had opened up the underwater realm like never before. He and his team were instrumental in unveiling more secrets of the wreck, further cementing its importance in history. However, even with the advancements in technology, the ancient mechanism continued to be a source of frustration. Key pieces were missing, and the full extent of its complexity was shrouded in mystery. For many years, theories abounded regarding the device's function. Some believed it was a navigational tool, a celestial clock, or maybe even a religious relic. But without the complete picture, definitive answers seemed out of reach. That's when the riddle lay dormant for many years, waiting for the right minds to come along. In 2021, a group of researchers gathered, armed with cutting-edge techniques and a shared passion for unraveling the past. They brought forth new imaging methods, computer modeling, and 3D reconstruction techniques. These tools allowed them to peer into the heart of the artifact, to see beyond the corrosion and decay of centuries. Slowly but surely, layer by layer, tooth by tooth, they pieced together the ancient mechanism like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Each click of a fragment into place was a victory, bringing them closer to understanding the mind that had created such a marvel. As they delved deeper, a clearer picture emerged. The device, far from being a mere collection of cogs and wheels, was a sophisticated machine capable of performing complex calculations related to astronomical positions. This realization sent ripples through the team. They had stumbled upon a truth that challenged conventional historical narratives. Here, in their hands, was evidence of a civilization far more advanced than previously thought. They realized that this ancient device, born in a time when most of the world was still grappling with rudimentary tools, was capable of tracking the cycles of the sun and the moon with astonishing accuracy. It was as if the gears of history had turned back centuries to reveal a secret that shouldn't have survived the sands of time. This ancient device, what some researchers believe may have been used to predict eclipses, was a revelation. If their hypothesis was correct, it meant that the ancient world possessed knowledge that had been lost to the annals of history. A world where astronomical predictions were not based on myth or superstition, but on meticulous observation and scientific understanding. It shattered the notion that technological advancement was a linear progression and forced a re-evaluation of our understanding of ancient civilizations. Imagine for a moment the world in which this device would have been used, at a time when most of humanity was still figuring out the complexities of agriculture. These people were already charting the cosmos. The implications are staggering. It challenges the very core of how we perceive human history. No longer can we view the past through the lens of simplicity. We must confront the unsettling possibility that our current narratives are riddled with gaps, perhaps even containing outright errors. The world as we know it, quite literally, is built on foundations that may soon crumble under the weight of new discoveries. The implications of the find don't end at the edges of history. They reach into the very fabric of our existence, questioning everything we think we know about human progress. Could there be other artifacts out there, silently narrating tales of advanced civilizations that thrived and then vanished? Are we really as alone in our pursuits as we believe? Or have there been others before us who reached for the stars and charted the heavens? The discovery opens up a Pandora's box of questions, each demanding our attention and challenging our understanding of the universe. But the story doesn't end here. This ancient computer, silent for so many centuries, is now speaking to us in a language that we are only just beginning to understand. It's a call to action, urging us to dig deeper, to explore further, and to question everything. It's a beacon for future generations of scientists, historians, and dreamers who will take the baton and run with it, pushing the boundaries of knowledge even further. The pace of discovery is quickening. We are living in an era where what was once considered impossible becomes commonplace, and who knows what wonders await us just beyond the horizon of our understanding. Perhaps there are more Tolman treasures waiting to be uncovered, more whispers from the past begging to be heard. It all depends on whether we are willing to listen. And here's the kicker. While the discovery of the ancient computer shook the world of archaeology, it also sparked a debate. Historians and experts started to question how such advanced technology could have existed in ancient times and why it had been lost to history. Some argued that it pointed to a period of greater human advancement than previously believed, while others suggested that it was evidence of extraterrestrial influence. The truth, however, lies somewhere in between. You see, the development of technology isn't a straight line, and civilizations rise and fall. What we consider advanced is often a matter of perspective and time. This ancient computer didn't appear out of thin air. It was the culmination of centuries of human ingenuity. The people who created it had observed the patterns of the sky with unwavering dedication, collecting data and refining tools to understand the universe better. Their knowledge wasn't gifted to them, but hard-earned through countless observations and experiments. And as we continue to unearth more about their world, we'll find that this so-called advanced technology was simply a product of their inquisitive nature and relentless pursuit of understanding. The idea of extraterrestrial influence, while intriguing, is a distraction from the real marvel. It shifts the focus away from the brilliance of ancient human minds and places it on a fantastical explanation that lacks tangible evidence. Yes, there are mysteries in our universe that science hasn't unraveled yet, but to attribute every unexplained discovery to alien intervention is to diminish the true wonder of it all. The ancient computer wasn't placed there by aliens, it was left behind by humans, a testament to a time when our ancestors dared to dream big and push the boundaries of what was possible. Their curiosity, their determination, and their sheer brilliance were the driving forces behind this marvel, not magic or extraterrestrial intervention. So let's celebrate what it truly is, a remarkable achievement of the human spirit. Let us marvel at the ingenuity of a civilization that thrived millennia ago, and let us continue to explore the universe with the same sense of wonder and adventure that drove our ancestors to chart the stars. For in doing so, we honor their legacy and carry forward the torch of human curiosity.